The capture of, for example, Parliament to so that then the executive can be able to deliver on its mandate is perhaps a feature that defines the presidential system, because what you have is that sometimes you may find that the president comes from the minority party. But I think that the problem here is that the political parties and the political ideology that drives our politicians is devoid of any principle. It is easier if you are agreeing or disagreeing on principles, so that then you are now saying that the ideology of the minority party is perhaps to work on energy, to work on the social programs, to do this, and the ideology of this other party is to probably work on different priorities, and so that you are trying to find a common ground. What is happening in our context is a complete capture that is intended to obscure accountability and to ensure that political power is enjoyed in a manner that is untrammeled, contrary to what the Constitution anticipates. And I think that in this country we have spoken a lot about reforms, but the thing that we need to reform is largely ourselves, because we have good laws. We just don't implement those laws. Mm-hmm. So it will be very, very difficult, for example, to, and there are certain things that we see, and you can say that there is, yes, 10 years, 15 years after testing the Constitution, there might be a need to change one or two things that obviously look like they are not working. The problem here is that a lot of things are not working because we are not faithfully implementing the Constitution. And so that that ripe moment for making certain adjustments to the Constitution may not have a reason, because we are not faithful in our implementation of the Constitution. And the challenge for all of us is to keep up this struggle and to recognize that anyone who is in political office would want to enjoy unchecked political power. And it is therefore our responsibility as citizens and our responsibility in whatever institution that we are in to check that power for the good of the country. Because if we do not, then all of us are going to be at risk. And we have to remember that the reason why we all donate our power to politicians to rule us is so that they can do that for our good. But if we don't check it, then what happens is that then they rule us for their own good, and in the process they end up defying the ideals for which people fought and shed blood fighting for this freedom. So the prize for enjoying the freedom that we have today is to ensure that constantly we check those that are in power, because failure to do so will result in us sliding back to what you would consider the dark ages of repression and undemocratic governance.